What is up, Thunder fans? Welcome back, Thunder Form Live. As the Thunder dominate Utah, 133 to 106. And I don't know if I'm right in saying this or not. I was kind of trying to follow it earlier, but by winning by 27 points, does that automatically? I don't know if you're following that as far as the cup stuff, Hunter, but if they win by a certain margin, depending on the Mavericks' outcome, they are automatically.
They're going to Vegas.
Okay.
They are going to Vegas. That's already, I think the number from what I saw was something like 22. Going to need a blowout win for the Thunder to where it wouldn't matter the results of the Mavs, Grizzlies, or with the Suns. If those teams win or lose, you win by a certain amount, you're going to Vegas. And Thunder came out swinging in that second half. I mean, 11 of 12. To start the third quarter. I think the second missed shot of the quarter really wasn't even a shot. It was kind of just trying to throw it up there for an assist, and it hit the rim type of deal. And then great play by Hartenstein to maintain possession of the ball, throwing it out on a Jazz player. So, yeah, just a dominant win. And Isaiah Joe tonight, what a night
Good
for
to see him back. Yeah.
Yeah. Finding the three ball.
I think he heard me, guys.
What?
I think Isaiah, Joe, and Wiggins heard me.
Did they? Did they listen to you, Jerm?
Absolutely not, but they performed really well tonight.
Hey, here's what I will say. Yeah, they won 133 to 106. What's up, Leon? What's up, Corey? But 47 threes is too much. I'm sorry. It's too many threes. I know it's a game you're blowing out, but that's a lot of threes, guys. 47 three-point attempts. That's an awful lot. And I have to look how many turnovers they had, but I can't remember. They only had 8, surprisingly.
Yeah,
they caused 29 turnovers.
They forced 29. They had like 18 steals, 19 steals tonight. Yeah. So defensively, they were playing great.
That's right.
I would like to see OKC stats when SGA has 25, 5, and 5 or better.
Yeah, and let's see what he did end up with tonight. I mean, he had 26.
I think 28, 6, and 7 tonight.
Yeah. It was good to see J-Dub have a good game. Case and Wallace, guys, continues. I mean, he looked good. Overall, you shoot 52% from the field. That's really good. Still, guys, 11 free throws. 11 free throws for the Thunder.
You know what the concern is on that, Jay?
What's that?
Right now, it may not matter. When you get in the playoffs where that kind of stuff matters, there's going to be a reputation around the Thunder that they're not a team that gets to the free throw line. And in my opinion, it's going to really hurt them because referees are going to take notice of that. And they're going to be like, you know what? We're not calling a lot of fouls, but that's not out of the ordinary for this Thunder team.
No, it's not. And it's funny, though, the cup stuff. All of a sudden, LeBron doesn't care about the cup. No big deal. But last year, he talked that thing up like, oh, cup, man, cup. This year, he doesn't care about it anymore. No big deal to him.
Hey, so that's kind of funny. From here on out, though, in the cup, they're really going to care about it because it's all about money.
That's right.
The rest of the way through. Once you're in Vegas, that money is in sight. And, still, Thunder win it. Don't like the idea of a banner being hanged over it. I think the cup's great, but hanging a banner.
That is atrocious. That's atrocious.
Yeah, I agree. It is.
I just don't like it. Hey, 2 of the free throws tonight, though. Brandon Carlson.
About time you're winning by 30. Put the guy in, please.
He finally got some action, but it was
about
not
time.
Good. 0 of 5 in 8 minutes. 0 of 4 from 3. 2 boards plus 2 for him. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So
hey, I'll say this.
Hey, Corey, I was.
Yeah, Jerm.
I think you muted yourself, Jerm.
I was just saying, Corey, I was more excited to knock the Lakers out than even to make it as the Thunder.
Hey, I don't like the cup stuff. I'll say this, but I will say at least they don't have Rob Manfred leading the NBA. Otherwise, you'd be having a 5-point circle that you'd be shooting the ball from, or something stupid like that, like an all-star game. What he's trying to do in baseball with the golden bat rule is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
A 4-point circle, 4-point line, 5-point, whatever, is nowhere near as bad as a golden bat.
Well, it would be bad. I don't like the whole 5-point thing.
It wouldn't be comparable though. Like at least there's some sort of skill involved to it. I mean, that thing is just, I can't believe it's real, but also can't believe Rob Manfred's still commissioner of baseball.
Bishop says we should thank the Suns for beating the Spurs.
Yes, that helped, even though for the Thunder, when they win by 27 points, they're pretty much in point differential wise before that.
Hartenstein tonight, only had 5 rebounds, only had 4 points. I like the fact, though, that he only had to play 22 minutes tonight. And, they've been playing him. Yes, they had been playing him a lot of minutes. So I think when you get games like this, and you're going to have some of these games, guys, over the next week or so, there should be some games that the Thunder can dominate and get a big lead. And then you can give some guys not a full night off, but a little bit lighter weight. Greg says Levine just broke the 3-point record.
Hey, on that note, Craig Hodges always be my favorite Bulls 3-point shooter. Second of all, great God, I never said one word about Lyndon B. Johnson, okay? So I don't even know why that got brought up.
Hey, even if Thunder get I'm not sure why we're doing that, but even if the Thunder make a little bit of a run in Vegas, you only have one night. Really, I think you get a couple days off between everything there, so they're going to get some time off over the course of these next few weeks, even if they win in Vegas in the semifinal or quarterfinal, sorry, or not. And then you got those back-to-backs on the road after the Cup. So some time off. I think it's got to be Hartenstein's first game that he didn't have a double-double, right? Am I missing something there?
No, it is. It is, Hunter. First game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate this. And I know their schedule isn't hard right now, but I hate this all the way to Canada. And then I can't remember who they play. I think they're back. It's just a weird deal, I think.
It's Canada to New Orleans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like
you get a day off.
You do.
So. And you get a couple days off to get to Vegas and get ready for the quarterfinals on either December 10th or December 11th. And then after that, it's semifinals on the 14th, finals on the 7th. So
hey,
there's some time between all of it.
I'm curious from both of you guys to answer this too. What Colin just said. I'm going to say this. He should be an all-star. J-Dub is scoring more points consistently than I thought he would this year. Yes. He's having to with Holmgren being out, but still.
Yes, he's playing all-star caliber of basketball right now. I mean, what he's doing on the defensive side of it, 3 more steals tonight for him. He's when they needed him to play the 5 with no Chet and no Hartenstein, they had no big. He was getting blocks left and right there. He's having an all-star campaign, and I think he's going to be an all-star come February when all that's decided, because odds are Chet Holmgren's not going to be back before then, and if he is, it's going to be very briefly to where he'll have a pretty much full season campaign to try to make the all-star team alongside SGA.
Yeah, and are y'all concerned at all? And then people in the chat, are you concerned about Dort offensively right now? Here's what I'll say.
Not yet.
I don't think he's a guy that has to score a lot of points, but I do think the 3-point shooting, because he's going to get looks, right now, I mean, he hasn't been shooting it very well. But I know it could just be a slump. We'll see. And I don't know if Germ's in the Walmart parking lot or not, Corey. I have no clue if he is or not. Greg says J-Dub, SJ, and Wallace all with 3 steals tonight. That's right.
Wiggins 3 steals as well off the bench.
Yeah, that's right.
Hartenstein too.
I know this is I know this is a Thunder show, but I heard somebody on the radio saying this comparison. You agree or disagree? Arbuckle with Dagnall.
How?
They were compared because Dagnall used to be a Kentucky maintenance guy. I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny.
I don't even want to know how that got
I know. That's why I brought it up. Hey, Greg got said a few weeks ago. Yeah. Here's the thing: if you have Dort and Caruso, and neither of them are shooting good from 3, that could down the road. What's that?
They would move on from Caruso at that point.
You mean
they're not? No, from the roster, they would get rid of.
I'm talking about this year, though, Hunter.
I understand that.
That could be a problem.
It could be, but they're not going to get rid of Dort. Dort's been. I mean, he was the first guy really there. He was there from the jump with SGA when he kind of just came out of nowhere. And
well, you know my thoughts on that.
He's making. Yeah, you're not a Dort fan, but I think you'll figure it out.
No, Hunter, don't put words in my mouth. I never said I'm not a Dort fan. I said, Hunter. I said, no. Listen, I said that I think Case and Wallace could step in next year if they were to get rid of Dort, and you wouldn't have a massive drop off.
I think
he's a really good defender, but he can score.
I think defensively there's a drop off. Dort's the best.
He is the best. I think Case and Wallace is pretty daggum good.
Oh, yeah, Case and Wallace is great defensively as well. And I get the offensive
side
of it.
He's a young Dort. He's a young Dort that can score better. Would you agree with that?
Well, he's similar play style. I wouldn't call him he can shoot the ball better. The defense is a little bit behind what Dort is. So
yeah, and I was getting ready to say this, but Greg God dropped it in here. Greg God's reading my mind. I was going to say the only difference is Dort can cover multiple bodies, and big guys, small guys.
The physicality with Dort is what really sets it over the edge of not just his pure defensive abilities, but how physical he's able to get. Being able to, I mean, if you need him to guard LeBron, he can go do it. I mean, LeBron's a massive player, and he's able to physically step up, even though height-wise he's not matching up. But you look at just they call him a Mike linebacker on almost every broadcast, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, and this is another game. The Thunder only have 8 turnovers. They've been really good at that this year. I mean, they
really good.
Really good. So take care of the basketball. If you take care of the basketball and you get good shots with defense the way they play, they're going to be in pretty much all the games. Jackson says heart over height. Yeah, he's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of hustle. I mean, that's just what Dort is. And we'll see. This could just be a little slump for him shooting-wise. It happens in the NBA. So we'll see how long it lasts. I don't know how long Caruso is going to be out. That's another thing. Is how long is he going to be out? You have to pay for developed players, Medrano said. Or you start them young and develop them yourself, which the Thunder have been developing a lot of guys. Did you think it was interesting Carlson gets in there for 8 minutes and shoots 4 threes?
Did not expect that from him.
That's not his game, is it?
I didn't.
I know he can shoot it, but
yeah, it's just a weird deal, especially when the first 2 weren't falling to continue to let them take those looks. You would think they would kind of shy away from that, but more than anything, I'm glad he got out there. I've been thinking that they need to play him for a bit now. Been on the roster for a couple weeks, and finally get them some NBA action.
Yeah, and a Thunder OU sooner. If you're saying that he has a special set of skills like Dennis Rodman did in rebounding, and that Lou Dort can defend like that, yes. But Lou Dort's a way better offensive player because he can shoot. Dennis Rodman couldn't shoot anything from about 3 feet in. Now,
Dort,
he was an amazing passer, though. He was an amazing passer, Rodman.
Greatest rebounder of all time as well.
Did you know his game at all, Hunter? How old were you?
Was not alive. I'm aware of Dennis.
I was going to say, did you ever watch him play at all? Probably not.
Not live, no. I've watched
the dude could pass.
Oh yeah, it was great. He was great. Able to get just about any rebound, and then also able to just make some passes that you look at him, you wouldn't think he would be able to make.
Yeah. Another stat tonight from the game: Thunder did get out rebounded, but you only get out rebounded by 2. You'll take
only
it.
By 2, and
that's with Hartenstein only playing 22 minutes and only getting 4 or 5 rebounds. So you'll take that in day of the week. So Utah, what happened, man? What happened at Utah?
What do you mean? They've been in a rebuild for a bit, like
just last year and this year.
I thought it's been a little longer than that.
I tell you what happened. Quinn Snyder.
Well, their whole everything. I mean, them getting rid of Donovan Mitchell.
Gobert went out.
They're trading him to. But you can't blame them for trading him. Look at what they got in return for that. The amount of and all that. So
the Cavaliers may be for real.
They are for real. They
beat Boston the other day. I think they're for real.
Split so far with Boston, 1-1.
Correct.
But look at the basketball they're playing right now. They're playing some really good ball.
Yep. And Sooner Splash says, do you think Thunders will stay at number 1 seed when the playoffs roll around, or any other teams will pass them at number 1? They're going to be battling, I think, for that 1 spot. We'll see if they stay number 1 or drop to 2 or 3.
Health is going to be a big deal there for not only the Thunder, but for other teams. If other teams start to experience injuries and even slightly similar to the way that the Thunder are, that's going to help them a lot.
But you know why? It doesn't matter.
What? Seeding?
Seeding.
I mean, it does, though.
Not really.
It does. Having home court advantage matters.
Didn't matter last year, did it?
Well, yeah, they lost, Jay, but...
What I'm saying is this, and you can tell, all you got to do is watch all the NBA teams. The fact they sit guys and rest them so much, that tells me the seeding is not that big of a deal to them. Yeah, it is, but at the same time, it depends on your matchups. There's a lot that has to do with it.
I don't think it has to do with – I don't think they're sitting guys because they don't care about seeding as much as they're trying to prepare for it as a marathon, not a race, and giving guys –
all I'm saying, let's just say the Thunder were 1 and Golden State 2. Does that have any inkling on the fact who's going to win that series, home or away? Not really.
I disagree, but
I think just you got to play. Jackson, I know it's important. Don't take this the wrong way. This is a whole nother topic for a whole nother night. Jeez, I won't go down this road. I'm just saying in the NBA, it does not matter as a lot of other sports. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know how it's different, but we're not going to agree on this, Jay, so probably move on for –
yeah. The Thunder win it. Thunder win it 133-106 in a dominating performance, specifically second half, just totally dominant. And before we close, I will say this. I have to agree with this. Rockets, big surprise. I would agree. Big surprise. And the Cavaliers.
The Rockets more than anyone. I did not expect
Can they
them.
keep it up?
I don't know. I think
playoff team? Yes or no? Playoffs? I think they make playoffs.
Yes, this year. I could see them stumbling over themselves with some of the moves they've made in the past. Seems like all the Houston teams struggle with that at times, other than the Astros, because of how dominant they've been. But, did not expect them with how everything was slow, kind of when they thought Jalen Green was going to be their superstar. It really took some time there, but not only has he stepped up just everyone around him on that team.
Yep. And Medrano, if healthy, OKC's a lock. I agree. If they're healthy, I think they get the top seed. Well, guys, Thunder win at 133-106. Appreciate everybody being on there on a late night. I know it's sometimes, when they play 7 or 8 o'clock at night, we go on at 10:30. Sometimes it's tough, but we appreciate everybody being in here tonight, chatting it up with us about the Thunder. We'll continue to do this every time they play a game. We'll have a post-game chat with you guys. So appreciate it. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you next time.